ready?
Hold up. Let me do this thing.
Is it Kasovic or Kasovich?
Kosovic.
Kasovich.
Yeah.
That's right, the two A's.
You go, Marty. You're on the box.
Alright, I think we might be live, Jason. Alright, folks, what time is it? 8:46 Central Time. It's been a long day here at the Player Up esports tournament, but it's been amazing. We have had a number of amazing pilots here, wonderful pilots that fly at our events, our Hydra FPV events, and pilots that we've just gotten to know and have become part of our community, and there's no better example of that than my good friend Jason Kasovich.
Hello.
Intent2bhuman is the race handle, the freestyle handle, the pilot handle.
Pilot handle.
There you are.
Yeah.
I've known Jason now. We first came to one of our
February.
tasting tour events in February. Okay.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl one at Lakes and Legends, I believe.
Yeah, that was a big race. Lakes and Legends Brewery in Minneapolis, right by my house.
What was your exposure to or understanding of FPV drone racing before that? Or
I had
drone
watched
flight?
so many YouTube videos, just like digesting lots of freestyle racing, some like product stuff. And I was flying a toy line of sight drone at my house for 2 months by then.
Okay.
And I just went down to the event. It was the first time I'd ever been like live to a drone event, and that was it blew my mind. It's so cool. I was like, oh my god.
Now we didn't really even know what we were doing back then. That's my opinion of it, but we did have drones in the air. We did have video up on the screen. We were racing around an amazing tap room, Lakes and Legends, near downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was fun to see all the tech. Just like fascinated me. I was just like, wow, this is so cool.
And what happened after that? Where'd you go from there?
I waited until I was waiting for the HCOs and the X-Lite to come out to go all in on gear. So I just
It's HCO goggles, right?
Yeah, the new Fetch, because I was getting all my new stuff, so I was like, I'm going to get good stuff to last me for a while. So I just kind of sat and waited till the products came out, and I flew my little Holy Stone toy drone around my apartment for months, line of sight. And then in May, when it came out, I went all in, and it's been going.
And so, did you build a drone at that point? Did you buy a quad off the shelf?
Yeah. The first thing I got was Tiny Whoop Racer from Tiny Whoop site, and I got all the soldering stuff, and I put it together. It took me like 2 hours of like.
You had to assemble it.
A little bit, yeah. And first time I ever did it, so I was really nervous. I was going to destroy every component.
Yeah.
And went totally fine. Got it built, and loved it. I just flew it every single day, and then kept going to events. And I went to a multi-GP event and got help getting everything working. And
Did you spend time on the simulator, or did you transition to goggles with your Whoop?
First thing I did was go right to the Whoop, because I didn't know how to set it up. I didn't have a controller that would work for it. And then I flew Whoop for like a month in angle mode, and then I tried the sim, and I went acro after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
After practicing on the sim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, less damage.
Got it. And what is your simulator of choice right now? What do you like to?
Velocidrone is mostly where I fly right now.
Okay.
It's got really nice physics. DRL is good for racing. They've got a great race league. But I like to practice freestyle, so Velocidrone is pretty realistic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to be involved in a Velocidrone racing tournament.
Cool.
So I think it's starting up in about 3 weeks, and different pilots are going to race from wherever, all using the Velocidrone simulator platform, and you'll be able to use the Hydra FPV app to actually pick what's going to happen in the Velocidrone sim tournament.
Flexi.
He's in it. He might be spoken for.
Oh yeah, I thought he used to do that one stuff.
But
well then,
yeah, well,
you got some good rippers in that one too.
That's good to know. Velocidrone's been great to us. They're helping us out with this booth, so
nice.
good to know you fly that. Now, but and you're flying like 5-inch in the.
Yeah, and
in the
that one
velocity
it's
drone? Okay.
5-inch. So I think they have a couple different models you can choose from
Okay.
3-inch to 5-inch. But
Do you fly 5-inch in real life?
I've never flown 5-inch in real life. Just
Okay.
tiny whoop and 2S. I fly a lot with my 2S brushless. And
Okay.
I do it. I set up a chair in my house and I do flips around it.
So tell us more about this one right here.
So this is
Show it on camera,
Yeah.
so it's-
Well, this is the tiny whoop brushless. I mixed and matched components. So it's a newbie drone goober canopy, Lumineer antenna. I'll just put it up here. I'm pretty actually happy with this. Turned out really good.
And those motors are new. Those tiny whoop brushless motors are
Yeah.
only a few weeks old.
Yep, Jesse just put these out recently. They're great. I'm flying it on 1S. It can do 2S. I'll probably move this over to 2S soon, but
Okay.
I just fly this from my partner. It's got enough pop to do flips and fun things. And
1S, difference between 1S and 2S.
so 2S, they're the same batteries, but with 1S it can only pull power from one of them. With 2S it pulls two at the same time. So the flight time is the same amount of time, but the power is quite a bit more. So, wow, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can do flips, and it's got a lot more potential for all sorts of things.
So it drains them both simultaneously, same
Yep.
flight duration,
Yep.
but a lot more power and more weight to the quad itself.
A little bit more weight, so it's all about the weight to power ratio. And on 2S, I have a great time, and I like that they're super durable because they don't weigh much, and I don't have to fix them ever really, and I like that because I'd rather fly than fix it.
Yeah.
So
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a fun little zoom.
Now you raced with us once.
Yep.
At Route 47 back when we were doing Tuesday night drone racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the sticker on the bottom.
Hydra.
There it is.
Get the app.
There it is, right set up.
A few tries.
But racing is not your thing as much as freestyle, right? Can you talk a little bit about
Yeah.
freestyle?
Yeah, I like freestyle. I used to snowboard. I mean, I still do, but I used to do it competitively, and I don't know, just the feel and the flow of getting up over a tree and doing some flips. Like I incorporate like snowboard style into mine. So, like for us, we would have tricks where we do corks, double flips, and stuff like that, and quads simulate that same movement, and it's so satisfying.
It's a real world movement. Right?
Yeah, as an old dude with gray hair, I'm not going to go break myself on a giant jump anymore. But I can take a quad and it's just that feeling of it is so nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So racing's cool. I didn't compete a lot with snowboarding because I don't love the hyper structure of it. You know, you only get to fly a little bit and you got to follow the rules, and I just want to go fly.
Yeah.
So that's why I like freestyle. And just me out there mostly.
I don't think I've ever asked you that question or heard that answer before, so that's fantastic. And you know, Jason is full of ideas. He is a connector. He is extremely generous. I've just been so happy getting to know you and meeting you, and
Mutual.
And you keep me thinking about the freestyle side, because you know Hydra has been focused on drone racing.
Yeah.
But the FPV space is bigger than that, and I think we can play a role in that and keep those ideas coming. And,
yeah, you'll get to meet a bunch of the guys leading freestyle with the Rotor crew coming to town.
Right, Rotor Riot.
Yeah, Ladrib and Stinger Swarm.
So that is
and
a
Tommy
freestyle
Moongod.
organization.
Yeah, Rotor Riot, they put on the first ever freestyle festival, Rotor Riot Rampage. It was out in South Carolina, I think, last year.
Yeah, you were out there, right?
Yeah, I was there with my son, Boop. It was super rad. And they'll be here, so you get to meet them. And
Yeah, awesome.
they've got, they're a super great hub. Like what Tiny Whoop is to the Tiny Whoop community in terms of like product, knowledge, support. Rotor Riot is that to the 5-inch freestyle community. And there's a lot of synergy in all fronts. So.
And by saying they'll be here, we're at the Player Up tournament right now at Mystic Lake Casino, but on Monday we will be at the AirViews Drone Video Awards. That's going to happen at Bauhaus Brew Labs, where we race every month. But this time we'll be racing after the Drone Video Awards, and we've got people coming in from all over the country, all over the world, I think.
Yeah.
Pilots who are up for awards.
Yeah.
But
It's gonna be super fun.
Jesse Perkins is going to be here.
Yeah.
From Tiny Whoop, who actually, we had tried to meet him a bunch, but Jason met him. I think you met him out at
Rampage.
the Rotor-Verse Rampage.
Yeah, I was watching him send his whoop up to the moon.
And as I said, he's a connector. He connected us with Jesse, which allowed us as Hydra FPV to go out to the Tiny Whoop Invitational. So look back at our stuff from that. It was amazing. And that led us to go to the multi-GP championship because we met the multi-GP guys there. And so we just got back from Vegas, and that's where we got to go see Fluxy win the DRL Sim tournament. And here's Fluxy's DRL 3, I think. This is last year.
Yeah, he won this at a tournament, online tournament before the actual finals, grand tournament. But
yeah.
So this is his pre-DRL Pro Pilot. Now he's a DRL Pro Pilot. So
yeah, now he'll be flying the
super rad to have him in town and watch him rip. Because he flies the Hydra events all the time, and he just destroys everyone. So funny.
Go back earlier in our Twitch stream from today. We interviewed Fluxy. That was an amazing interview, by the way. You should watch the interview.
I want to.
It was fantastic. But, you know, the people that you have gotten us in touch with, Jason, have led to tremendous opportunities so far in 2019. It's been a great year for us so far in 2019. This guy is a big reason for that. And so I
just like flying FPV. It's fun.
Yeah, well, and Vuk, your son, is an amazing young man, and he comes to a bunch of our events, and watch out for Vuk. All right, he's a pilot to be reckoned with.
I keep telling him he's 5 years old. I'm like, you could be the best. I kind of hope
he's on path for that. So you'll be at the Drone Video Awards, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the awards, and then I'll be there for the event afterwards too.
All right, as always, I appreciate all your introductions. I'd love to meet the Rotor Rush guys. That's going to be a great day. So if you're in the Twin Cities, it's President's Day. Some people have to work, some people don't. But if you can get out to Bauhaus on the afternoon of Monday the 18th, you'll see some amazing drone videos. By the way, I just saw Johnny FPV's video that he put out on February 1st. Have you seen that video?
All of them are amazing, yeah. He's not going to be in town, though. I talked to him. He's going to be out of town.
Okay.
He's out of the country. But, yeah.
That guy's putting out insane first-person view cinematography, basically.
Yeah,
gorgeous stuff.
Johnny's known. I think he was known even when people were flying old buses like this. He was really, really smooth, and so now he's top in that way. So.
Well, yeah. If you haven't seen Johnny FPV on YouTube, I invite you to check that out. That's the caliber stuff I think we'll be seeing at the Drone Video Awards. And a
lot of
line
just
of
drone
sight.
people, DJI people will be there.
Exactly.
A lot of editing. I think we'll be seeing really top-notch video content, not just piloting skills, but video content skills.
Cool.
I'm super stoked for the Tiny Whoop. There's a whole slew of awesome Tiny Whoop videos from the really core Tiny Whoop community members that are featured in there. And
I gotta look. I haven't even looked at all the nominees.
Yeah, Downtown FPV. Jared's in there. Ryan Davis. He was at.
So analog DVR stuff.
Yeah, just a lot of the guys who were at the Invitational. They're just ripping it. Super fun.
I gotta check it out. Ryan's not coming up, is he?
No, he's not gonna be here.
Okay.
His video is he has a really good video. He used to be like a semi-pro wakeboarder. And he
really?
did that video of him following the wakeboarders.
Yeah.
He used to do that shit, and he was really, really good. He does that, and then he also plays with the butterfly knife,
oh wow!
While he rides a motorcycle. It's ridiculous.
I'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So you've been an accomplished snowboarder, but you've been a gamer for a long time, right? So what do you make of this tournament here, and how FPV drones fit into this esports space that we're at this weekend?
Yeah. I used to play League of Legends competitively. I was platinum ranked, CS:GO, gaming for fun, and it's so close. The tech, the idea of it is so close, but I think for me it was really intimidating to get into drones. I watched videos for 2 months. I put 40 or 50 hours in before I even decided, okay, I can do this too, and so there's that gap to getting into soldering and all the real world buying components, and there's so many right ways to get into it that it feels overwhelming. Whereas gaming, you just click a button and buy it, and you're on the same playing field as everyone. Whereas this stuff is what's the newest stuff, what's the best stuff, what's the right build, what stuff will even work, and that can be really overwhelming because the iteration cycle is every 3 months, and then stuff is outdated. So it's hard to know am I getting in with the right stuff right now, and but otherwise, the skill set and the experience of it is so similar. Except if I put in 100 hours flying this, I put in 2,000 or 3,000 hours on League of Legends over a couple of years. And what did that do for me? I had fun, but it's a super toxic community. Everyone is just it's gross. It's really mean. It's really mean. But this is like super fun, super nice. You show up, everyone's really helpful and friendly, and it's rewarding because I shot a video of Vuk with one of my cinematic drones, and I have a video of my 4-year-old son running in the fall leaves through a fountain, and it's one of the most beautiful things I have of him, and it's only because I can pilot and I can,
Right.
you know, and it's so rewarding. So like I could put 1,000 hours into a game, and like it's fun, I like it, but I won't get anything out of it. I can put 1,000 hours into this, and I can do something in the real world that only a couple people can do, and that's super cool.
Very well put.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, you're very accomplished in a great many things, and I love that you're into this now because it means I get to hang out with you, and that's fantastic. So it's getting a little bit late here, past 9 o'clock Central, but I didn't want to let this day go by without getting Jason on camera. Intent2bhuman, INTENT, the number 2, the letter B, human, is his Insta and everywhere, right?
Yeah, mostly. I'm just on Insta. I
Okay.
do life design. I'm in a coaching leadership program, and I just whatever life stuff.
Some sauna stuff, right?
Yeah. I'm doing
I gotta get
heart.
in on this.
Yeah, you should come. I'm designing a heart math based session for sauna that uses German Aufka style, where we like snap this towel and blow hot air.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna do this whole like meditative 90-minute sauna series that's all about like getting really into positive heart space and it's transformative and physiologically. So